Hey guys, it is the first run of the year. This year, I think I'm going to attempt to vlog my months of running, especially leading up to my 50K. I was sick over Christmas, so I've kind of been getting back into it. I was up to 2 15-mile weeks back to back. This week I'm thinking I'm gonna hit about 20 miles, and I have a half marathon next Saturday, just like as a training run, that I'm actually kind of nervous about. I was hoping that at this point I would feel ready for it, but I'm still not comfortable with that distance. Okay, I just did 4 miles in 45 minutes-ish. The first 2 miles I was like cruising, and then I had to turn around and I just got a little discouraged. I actually my legs feel really good, even though they're super sore from the workout I did yesterday. But I found that whenever my legs are sore, my knee doesn't hurt. So I don't know why that is. That's just kind of what's I've noticed. That was our first run of the year, and yeah, I feel pretty good about that. I don't feel so good about it that I feel less nervous for the half marathon, but it's just a training run, so it's gonna be chill, hopefully. Hopefully I'll have a good day out there. Oh, super bright. I'm on my way to go run 7 miles, 3.5 up a mountain and then back down. It's like actually really nice outside. If you can see like the sky behind me, it's like perfectly clear, which it's like calm before a storm, because we're supposed to get a big snowstorm tomorrow. It's like the most beautiful day, and it's like almost 40 degrees, which is crazy that that feels warm to me, but it was 28 this morning, so I decided to sleep in and hang out until around noon, and it was all the way up 10 degrees. So I have ran this route before. There's like probably going to be no one on it, which is a little sketchy, but I think I'll be fine. I think I'm getting a little bit less scared each time I run alone, and it definitely helps that I've done this route before. I have not trail ran since December 2nd, so it's been almost a month since I've put my trail shoes on. So this will be interesting, to say the least. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also a little bit excited, a little bit don't want to do it, all that stuff. We're gonna get it done. I've got my According to Walter shirt on to channel my inner trail runner. It's a little bit icy on the trail, and then if it's not icy, it's muddy. So it's also uphill, so it's just really hard to get myself to keep running. Whenever I go on a trail run where I'm like a little bit nervous, in my mind it's like a race to the halfway point, because then at least at halfway, like, I know what's to come. And so like I find myself not relaxing, and almost like I just feel like I'm running away from something. Like I feel like if I stop, oof, like I'm gonna get captured. That's how my brain feels. I'm a little less than a mile. I just want to be at the top. We made it. This is Maryland, Pennsylvania, the Mason-Dixon line. How fun. The view is pretty cool. It would be cooler if I walked out to like the edge of the clearing, but I'm just like not in the mood to. I had a pack of gummies on the way up, and I think I'm gonna eat. Let me find it. It looks like it's not in here, which is like possibly the most upsetting thing. Where is it? That sucks. I was literally looking forward to that. I do have a Nutri-Grain that I guess I'll eat. Look what I found. I only have a mile left though. Although I'm not sure, do I want to eat it when I get back or save it? Oh god. Here, almost done. Almost done. Lots of walking because it's been quite icy on this steep section. That was like the longest, slowest run I've ever done. My pace was 17 minutes and 44 seconds per mile. And almost certainly some miles were slower than that. Especially on the way up. I feel like I walked a ton. I can check. I can tell you how much I walked versus how much I ran. I walked more than I ran. So it says that I ran about 49 minutes and I walked for an hour and 10 minutes, which is fine, honestly. 7 miles is 7 miles at this point. And it was like icy, so a lot of the times I kind of wanted to run, but I didn't want to bust my butt. We are running outside today. It had a big old snowstorm yesterday, but pretty much most of it's melted off the roads at this point. So I only have 2.5 miles. I have these leggings, which are really buttery soft. They're bay leaf, but I'm unhappy with the camel toe that they give me, so I don't know if I'd recommend them because the seam just is not good. They're thin, so they're good for when it's not too cold, but I want my legs fully covered, and I know I won't overheat because of that. I always have my little thin tiny gloves. I'd much rather have them than not. I've been finding out my hands have been freezing on a few runs. Hat. Oh, this is from Walmart. It's like the perfect thickness and it fits my head real good. And then this is also from Walmart. It's a men's large long sleeve. And then my Sauconys. Gross, gross, gross. The run is done. My feet are so wet because the snow is melting super fast and big puddles are everywhere. But I took it easy because I think I'm gonna go lift. Well, I know I'm gonna go lift after this. I've been really good about that the first week of the year, and I'm really gonna try to do it. 30 minutes is like my goal. I know the lighting is trash, but it snowed a bunch, and so I won't be running outside. I have 4 miles. I will not lie, I just ran 1.5 miles and then like gave up basically. Probably will finish the rest of that run tonight. Hello! Okay, I think it's been about 2 weeks since I vlogged, and I can explain why. I would say like 12 days into it, I became like very busy. I acquired an internship and also like a part-time job. My plate was full and I kind of just didn't think that I would have the downtime to edit my YouTube video. I just realized that I think that I do have the time. I think I still want to do it. So I took like a week or 2 off, but I am going to fill you in a little bit. So I'm currently trying to convince myself to go on a run. It's supposed to be raining, and it's not. So it's also 50 degrees outside, which is crazy. Because it's been so cold here lately, like 25 degrees. I think I'm gonna go and run the 4 miles. Check out this bruise. Also, the bottoms of my feet, like the ball of my toes, has been so sore. It's felt bruised like the past 2 days, and I don't know why. I haven't had to run yet on that, so we'll see how they feel. Good morning. I'm going on another, I think, 4-mile run today. I had to cut last run short because I was going to poop my pants. Like, literally. I'm gonna go run on the Gap Trail, but it's a different section that's close to my house, and it's a section that is a part that I feel more safe running on alone. I've actually never run on it alone, though. Not really in the mood. What's new? It's just really hard to get me to run in this weather lately. The worst part is that I have to run 5 miles. And my mileage this week is only going to be 14 miles. Because on one of the days this week, I only ran 1 mile because I wasn't feeling good, which is fine. So, like, I really shouldn't be beating myself up about it, but I haven't managed to get my weekly mileage past 15. I want to be at like 20 by now and maintaining it easily. I feel like I've gotten pretty good the past 2 weeks at running 4 miles and it feeling pretty chill. For some reason 5 feels a bit large today, but it's just an hour out there, maybe less depending on how fast I go. I'm just discouraged that my mileage is still so low and the race is like 14 weeks away. And to me, 14 weeks is not a lot of time for me to get in a ton of quality training for 31 miles. So the crazy part is that I haven't ran 13 miles since, I haven't ran over 9 miles since Thanksgiving, and that's been 2 months ago. Therefore, that distance feels so foreign and scary to me. And I have to triple that, plus some. But it's not the race that I'm worried about. Like, on race day, I feel like it's gonna be, like, fine in its own special way. Like, it's the day that I've been training for. I'm going to leave it all on the table. It's the training runs that I'm worried about, the ones that I have written down for myself that are like 16 miles. I've never done a training run that long. The longest training run I've ever done has been 10 miles. And I plan on making my longest training run 22 miles. That's crazy. Okay, I guess it's time to get going. Get the thing done. Yeah, so this is what we're working with. Kind of discouraging. Not at all what I thought the trails were gonna look like. This is putting quite a damper on the experience. It's a bit chilly out. I was just gonna go run 5 miles, but my Garmin recommended me to do this tempo workout that takes 50 minutes, which will get me 5 miles, especially if I'm running at like tempo pace. But it's intriguing to me because it's never recommended me a workout other than base run for this long at this pace, and it recommended me a tempo today, so I feel like it could be fun. Fun and like at least a little bit interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'll put the workout on the screen, but I'll let you know how it goes. I finished the tempo. It was like way more enjoyable than running 2.5 miles out the road I usually do and 2.5 miles back, because instead of looking at the miles tick by, all I had to do was run for 8 minutes this fast, and then I got a break, and then I got 8 more minutes, take a break. And so that really kind of forces you to think only about, oh, I can run for 8 more minutes. At the end of the workout, I had 4.65 miles. I was still like just about that much away from home, so I walked the last chunk and left it at 5 miles. And I think I ran it, let's see, 55 minutes and 56 seconds. So that's like an 11-minute pace, which is so much faster than like any of my other 5-mile runs lately have been. It did not feel that much harder. So I am very happy that my Garmin suggested that. I got a little bit of faster movement on the legs, and that was good. I'm about 1.5 miles into I just got done running my 4 miles. It's dark now. Each week though, it'll get like 7 minutes more of daylight for me, so that's good. 4 miles. It was pretty solid, honestly. I did pause my watch to stop a few times. Oh, I had a 10 minute 23 pace. So with the stopping, I probably had like an 11-minute pace on average. When I get home, this is my last run of January, but I'm gonna wait until I have better lighting to do a little bit of a recap. So it's about an hour after my run. I'm just about to do a lifting session. I'm super tired. I just wanted to kind of recap the past month of running and weightlifting, and maybe briefly talk about next month's goals. I just finished 4 miles, so that brings the total of miles to 56. I ran 57 in November, and that's been my highest month. The past 6 months, I have really kind of been very consistent, the most consistent I've ever been for that long. That's like my second highest month. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. It was kind of rough at the beginning. The first 2 weeks weren't that great. Weather kind of sucked, and I just wasn't really I just didn't feel like I was getting quality miles, and I kind of got sick. I don't know. I feel a little bit better about it now. I've been running 4 and 5 miles for about a week now, so next month I'm really hoping to get 96 miles. That's like my current schedule plan, to have 96 miles by the end of the month, which is almost double, but I think it'll be fine. Anyway, back to this month. I had set a goal to lift weights 10 times. Not necessarily legs 10 times, but I wanted to lift weights 10 times, and I think I did 9. I think today will be 9 out of 10, and I'm fine with that. I think that is pretty solid for this month, especially like I never have lifted that much in a month, almost definitely. Next month I have it planned out. I haven't counted how many workouts it is, but it's 3 a week. Overall, it was a pretty good month, I would say. It wasn't exactly how I wanted it to go. I definitely wanted this month to have like 80 miles, and I definitely wanted to have some long runs, like true long runs, but I just didn't feel ready on the legs. My mileage per week wasn't going to support me running 10 miles on a Saturday. My goal going into February is less about hitting like giant long runs, more about trying to do back-to-back long-ish runs. So I'm gonna run this weekend, I'm gonna run 7 and 5, and then I'm gonna push that and try and push these back-to-back days to be higher, rather than just doing like a super long run and then like a 2-mile run the next day. I'm nervous for this 50K, but I'm really loving the structure that it's giving me. I'm loving the challenge. I'm just really excited to see what happens in May and see if I am capable of traveling 31 miles, whether it's running, walking, and if I can do it safely without injuring myself. That's the big goal for the 50K. So if you're interested in following along, I will be posting a video at the end of every month until that 50K, and depending, I might be posting other videos. It just depends on how much free time I have, but I'm just documenting my journey because everybody I've seen that is running these races, they're already good at them. I haven't seen a lot of YouTubers that are starting basically from scratch. Comment down below your running goal, and I will see you next month. Peace out.